preseason grind continued for the Ole Miss football team this morning, and with each practice out in the blazing southern sun, a little more light is shed on what the Rebels might look like when they line it up in less than 3 weeks. We know things will look different from last year on offense under new offensive coordinator Rich Rodriguez, and after today's practice, he spoke on how the team and his young guys are adapting to the up-tempo pace of the offense.
We're trying to play, faster than probably they're accustomed to a little bit. Particularly the young guys, you don't want to sacrifice fundamentals. And so sometimes when fatigue sets in, fundamentally, both mentally and physically, some of that will slip. And we got to do a good job of that as coaches and players and make sure that the fundamental part doesn't slip when we in sacrificing tempo.
The Ole Miss Lady Rebels have been chosen to finish 8th by the SEC coaches in the Southeastern Conference's preseason women's soccer coaches poll. Rebels finished last year tied for 3rd place in the league after winning 8 of their 12 conference games. Texas A&M tabbed as the preseason favorite with South Carolina, Vandy, and Tennessee in tow. Rebels returned 14 letter winners from a team that made a trip to the NCAA tournament for the 2nd straight season last year. Rebels kick off the year with an exhibition match at Central Arkansas on Friday. Well, as we mentioned earlier in the newscast, the Meridian 13-year-old baseball team is taking on Southeast champions from Greenville, North Carolina at the 2019 Babe Ruth World Series in Westfield, Massachusetts. Now, the game got underway about a half an hour after its scheduled start time this evening. The winner between Meridian and Greenville was to earn a spot in the championship game against either Fargo, North Dakota, or Janesville, Wisconsin. The loser of tonight's game eliminated from the tournament. We'll have more on this tournament game coming up during our early show tomorrow. Boston's Chris Sale pitched his way into baseball history last night. Sale became the fastest pitcher ever to total 2,000 strikeouts, reaching the mark of the 3rd inning against Cleveland. Sale fanned Indians center fielder Oscar Mercado on a slider to end the bottom of the 3rd. The Red Sox lefty needed a little over 1,600 innings to total 2,000 Ks. Boston's Pedro Martinez held the previous mark at 1,711 innings, recording the milestone with the Bo Sox as well in 2002. Tiger Woods back on the links today as he prepared for the BMW Championship at Medina Country Club near Chicago. Last week, Woods was forced to withdraw from the Northern Trust Championship with an oblique strain, and there were questions leading into this week if he would be able to play. Woods spent much of his time during the Pro-Am round today chipping, putting, and hitting bunker shots. He looked far better than he did a week ago. Woods said that he feels a lot better than he did last week and that he's going to give it a go. Tiger will tee off tomorrow at 11:54 in the morning.